we are unique in the sense that we are surviving and thriving without selling crime, violence or sex. And I think to that extent the credit goes to Kiranji. Maharashtraने विडा उचललाय म्हणतात तसं we have taken the decision that we will contribute 1 trillion out of the 5 trillion. So I think the whole function or the whole purpose behind this kind of a conference is to bring together the key stakeholders, and the stakeholders are actually the leaders who are on the ground doing it.
लोकशाहीत काही गोष्टी वारंवार सांगाव्या लागतात, किंबहुना त्या वारंवार सांगतच राहाव्या लागतात. अन्यथा आजच्या काळात खूप चुकीची मंडळी फेक नॅरेटिव्ह पसरवून त्याच्या माध्यमातून तुमच्या चांगल्या कामाच्या विरोधात काउंटर नॅरेटिव्ह तयार करतात. आपण महाराष्ट्राचा वारसा सांगतो, इतिहासाचा सांगतो, भूगोलाचा सांगतो, विकासाचा सांगतो. आपण लाऊडली म्हणत राहतो की महाराष्ट्र हे क्रमांक 1चं राज्य आहे. निश्चितच ते आहे, परंतु ते राज्य क्रमांक 1 वर ठेवण्याचा जो संघर्ष आहे तो अत्यंत भीषण आहे. आपल्याला भरपूर स्पर्धा आहेत. उद्योग येणं, तो टिकणं, त्याला अनुकूल असलेलं वातावरण महाराष्ट्रात कायम राहणं, हे सगळं खरोखरच महाराष्ट्राच्यासाठी चॅलेंजिंग आहे. देवेंद्रजी किती वेळ काम करतात हे जर आपण त्यांचं इंस्टाग्रामचं प्रोफाईल कधी पाहिलं तर लक्षात येईल. तर तो साधारण 14, 15, 16 तासाचा त्यांचा दिवसभराचा टेन्युअर असतो.
If Vikram, we don't have the right leadership, both at the state and the center, if we don't execute and skill people, this demographic dividend will turn into a demographic curse. And that is the reason why it is very, very necessary that we are able to act fast, execute well, and create value eventually. We are slated to become, and I can say this with immense confidence, that we will be the first state to be a $1 trillion economy in the next few years. I feel very, very positive, and I can assure you that with Devendra ji at the helm, Maharashtra kadi thamnar nahi.
I am sure we are all ready to begin this event, and all of us are eagerly waiting for the same. So I don't think we need to tarry any longer. We shall be starting. And with this, let me take this opportunity to wish you all a very good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. All our distinguished guests, our dignitaries, our respected policy makers, industry leaders, entrepreneurs, mentors, the leads from all the different organizations, and all our esteemed guests. I'm so happy to see you all here, and we look forward to some great interactions today. So when they say that historians generally study the rise of economies, they rarely remember any of the isolated speeches or individual announcements. I'm sure you may not remember mine either. But then what they remember are moments when the governments, when institutions, when industry leaders and policy makers, great thinkers came together collectively to shape the future. And today is one such moment. So welcome to MGX 2035 Maharashtra Growth Accelerator, jointly organized by Vivek Park Foundation and Mumbai Tarun Bharat. I am happy to see you all here gathered for wonderful deliberations. So when we are talking of an initiative, is this an initiative? आपण आपलं त्रिभाषा सूत्र वापरतो एज्युकेशन मध्ये, आणि तसंच आपण त्रिभाषा सूत्र वापरत पुढे जाऊया, कारण आपली एक कम्युनिकेशनची भाषा असते, राष्ट्रभाषा आणि राज्यभाषा, सर्वांना तेवढाच मान देत आपण पुढे जाऊया, आणि देववाणी आपल्या साथीला केव्हा ना केव्हा तरी येतच राहील. सो असं म्हणून आपण म्हणूया का हा केवळ कार्यक्रम नाही आहे, पण इथे आपण भविष्याशी एक संवाद साधत आहोत. भविष्य कोणी पाहिलेलं तर नाही आहे, आणि तरीही आपण संवाद साधू पाहतोय, म्हणजे हे काहीतरी नवलच आहे. पण हे जे भविष्य आपण पाहत आहोत, त्या भविष्यामध्ये महाराष्ट्र जागतिक विकासामध्ये केवळ सहभाग घेत नाहीये, पण नेतृत्व करत आहे. अँड टू दिस लीडर स्टेट ऑफ आर्स, बियॉन्ड विच it would be difficult otherwise to move towards Vikasit Bharat 2047, we are looking at some of the very important aspects that are coming ahead to make the 75 years of Maharashtra in terms of industry, infrastructure and global capital. And hence we are talking of 2035. So I am not going to take too long with all my words, but I must say one thing. We say in our Devavani, amantram aksharam nasti, nasti moolam anaushadam, ayogyo purusha nasti, yojakas tatra durlabha. Simply means that just as you have no mantra without a meaning, no root which has no medicinal value, and no person who is useless, what is required is a person who can put all this together, and this is what Vivek Park Foundation and Mumbai Tarun Bharat have jointly put together as MGX 2035. So with these very few lines, I would take this opportunity and the honor and privilege to invite on stage some of our dignitaries. All of us are dignitaries, but someone with whom we are having some conversations. And at the outset, I take this great opportunity to invite on the dais Shri Kaustubh Dhavse ji, who we all know, I'm sure, yes, thank you so much. So we all know Dhavse ji as the, let us say, if we have to put it in simple language, we say the right hand, but the Sallagar, the advisor, the chief advisor to our Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Devendra Fadnavis ji. So Kaustubh ji, I'm so very happy to welcome you. Alongside, I also take this opportunity to invite C.S. Sushrit Chitale ji, and who is the chairperson, who is the president of Bharatiya Vichar Darshan. I also request Shri Kiran Shelar ji, who is the editor of Mumbai Tarun, a very well-known personality in the field of journalism, as well as Shri Vikram Shankar Narayanan, as you all know, the executive director of Vivek PARC Foundation. And with these esteemed people on the dais, I kindly request to take this program ahead with, please take a seat first, sir. We have kept mics for you in front so that you do not have to have the difficulty to come up here. So at the outset, I'm sure we all want to know why we are having this program and what is Vivek PARC Foundation all about. So at the outset, may I request the Executive Director, Shri Vikram Shankar Narayanan. Sir, you may please use the mic so that you're comfortable. And at the outset, I request him to give us the introduction to the event and about Vivek PARC Foundation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ruchita. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at the outset, I must say it's an honor to welcome all of you, to welcome our distinguished guests over to this event. If that has been jointly organized by our sister concern, Mumbai Tarun Bharat, and my organization, Vivek PARC Foundation. The Vivek PARC Mumbai Tarun Bharat has a legendary history, of course, but some of you may wonder what is Vivek PARC Foundation. We're a Section 8 company, basically, that focuses on socio-economic development causes across India. But now, today, we're speaking specifically about Maharashtra. Today, we stand at a defining crossroad in our national economic history, attributed by the able leadership of our Honorable Chief Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji. Maharashtra has long served as the financial heartbeat and industrial anchor of India. But our ambitions for the next decade are far grander than maintaining the status quo. Hence, the event, MGX 2035. But our ambitions for the next decade are far grander than maintaining the status quo beyond. Guided by the vision of Viksit Maharashtra under the able leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Devendra Fadnavis, we have set an audacious, non-negotiable milestone to become a $1 trillion economy. This is not just a numeric target. It is a promise of unparalleled prosperity, aiming to elevate our GDP per capita. And I'm using the global language of the dollar at the moment, hope the status quo remains post the crisis, and let's see in the next coming decade, from $4,000 to $10,000 by 2035, at least. We are re-engineering the economic DNA of the state at the moment under Ms. Shri Kaustubh Dhavse and team at the moment, along with our Honorable Chief Minister, to sustain a double-digit growth, creating 5 million new jobs and opportunities for youth, and setting a global benchmark. And when I say global benchmark, this is not fancy parlance for a stage to have you all come here and listen to something we don't, meaning the team is walking the talk at the moment. The leadership recognizes the economic expansion cannot outpace physical capacity. Therefore, our first and most aggressive thrust is an unprecedented infrastructure development drive. Maharashtra is building an infrastructure stack, physical, digital, and green at the same time. That is completely reshaping our economic geography. Looking around today, iconic engineering feats such as the Atal Setu and the Samruddhi Mahamarga are no longer distant dreams. Some of these plans have been on for decades, but if you notice in the last 5 to 10 years of our national and state leadership, we have seen that these projects have borne fruit. But beyond that, the imminent operationalization of the Navi Mumbai International Airport, the multimodal Alibag to Virar corridor, massive metro rail network expansions across Mumbai and Pune and beyond, and the game-changing Vedvadvan megaport will solidify our position as Asia's premier logistics hub. We are shrinking distances to ensure that goods and people move at the speed of global business. Now, when it comes to Vivek Park Foundation, this is something that we strive hard to focus upon. We have been working on projects of this nature across various states in the country, but we are particularly bullish about Maharashtra, and that, I must say, without flattery, sir, is attributed to the dynamism that your team has brought to the forefront. Not been easy. And not in this economic climate, not in the last 1 year, not in the coming years, but at the end of the day, we have seen other states today complaining, whining, even sometimes talking, despite knowing the geopolitical scenario, but we haven't heard one whisper of complaint from your team, but you're taking it hard on. You're taking the challenges hard on without whining, and I believe that is an example and a benchmark in terms of attitude in these precarious times that we need to keep in other states as well. Thank you for setting that benchmark. Thank you. But furthermore, if you're looking at them, the team needs capital. The state needs capital. This massive structural transformation requires deep, sustained funding. Maharashtra continues to be India's top destination for foreign direct investment, commanding over 30% of the country's inflows, as far as my numbers are concerned. Again, these numbers can be challenged. Through high-impact platforms like the Magnetic Maharashtra Conclave, there have been aggressive initiatives to integrate with global markets, global capital markets. The strategy of the state relies on unparalleled ease of doing business and institutional trust. The My3 platform acts as one-stop shop for overriding bureaucratic powers, ensuring 96% of large investments are cleared strictly on time. The government of Maharashtra is pitching an ambitious 40 lakh crore industrial investment target, backed by a robust policy framework, including a dedicated policy for global capability centers. We want global investors to know your capital is not just welcome in Maharashtra, it is protected, nurtured, and guaranteed to yield returns. However, global capital is only as good as the factories and technology hubs it builds. Our third pillar focuses on industrial development driven by innovation and regional balance. The next 10 years belong to those who own technology, and Maharashtra aims to become the AI and technology capital of India. Even this month, sitting at one event, I am taking with pride an initiative market another event that's coming up with regards to AI and technology on the 29th and 30th of May. They are walking the talk, and we are going to be seeing it happen. Touch wood. Furthermore, with regards to Vivek Park Foundation and Mumbai Tarun Bharat, we are striving to assist the team on their journey, wherever we deem it fit, wherever they deem it fit, most importantly. How are we taking this forward? This event is not just an event where we have invited you, you've given your precious time to come here. There will be a lot of cues that we will be providing. At the same time, also, we are seeking to engage with you. My team has put together a white paper also, which will be discussed at length over a period of 10 minutes. In this white paper, we have not just taken secondary data from the internet, compiled something fancy and dished it to you all to read. We have brought your voices onto the paper. The primary research was driven prior to this event to set a precedent to say, look, we've done our homework. Thank you for giving us your time. You've come here. A lot of this white paper primary research will be reflected in there, will also be submitted to state authorities as well. Furthermore as well, what's beyond this event? Right now, my colleague, Mr. Neeraj Gupta, will be driving an initiative known as the Mumbai Dialogues, which will be working along with the establishment to set a lot of dialogues, small dialogues that will be shaping up together from various stakeholders who are linked to socio-economic development within the state. This will be post this event as well. We will be sharing more details. I think I have taken a lot of your time. Thank you again. Thank you so much. We hope the blueprint can be drawn henceforth as well, looking at our contributions of those who have joined us here. Namaskar. Jai Maharashtra, Jai Hind. Thank you.
Mike, please. Thank you, Vikram, sir. Indeed, when we are moving and driving ahead this intellectual and development initiative through Vivek Park Foundation and jointly with Mumbai Tarun Bharat, we know that it is in these times that are really difficult with a whole lot of volatility, such dialogues are not just needed, they become imperative. And thank you so much for telling us the significance and the importance of MGX 2035. Moving forward, I kindly request Shri Sushruth Chitreji, who is CA, who is the president of Bharatiya Vichar Darshan, in addition to being the partner at Chitre Companies and Sons, to please say a few words and set a tone for this dialogue ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruchita Madam. Welcome everyone to the Maharashtra Growth Accelerator 2035, MGX 2035, organized by Vivek Park Foundation, Mumbai Tarun Bharat, and powered by ABP Maza. Like Vikram said, Vivek Park Foundation is a policy advocacy and research center. It's a leading research center as well as a policy advocacy group which tries to put forward policy suggestions to the government. Mumbai Tarun Bharat is a leading Marathi newspaper with a nation-first approach. And we have been surviving and thriving. I would say we are unique in the sense that we are surviving and thriving without selling crime, violence, or sex. And I think to that extent, the credit goes to Kiranji. So welcome all of you. I think it's a wonderful event that the team has tried to put together. Basically, India is going to try, and we are definitely in this decade, we are aiming to reach the $5 trillion mark. Now, as a part of that, under the visionary leadership of Devendraji Fadnavis, महाराष्ट्राने विडा उचललाय म्हणतात तसं we have taken the decision that we will contribute 1 trillion out of the 5 trillion. Now currently also Maharashtra for the last many years, I would say right from independence, has been a very leading contributor to the growth of the country. Even today Maharashtra contributes 14% of the India's GDP and we are the largest contributor. But when we say 1 trillion out of 5 trillion, it means practically 20%. And what it means is that a rate of growth will need to be that much more faster, both at a gross level as well as at a per capita level. For that, as a team, we believe that the 4 most important sectors, and obviously everyone has to do their bit, are essentially infrastructure, industries, and energy. But आपण म्हणतो तसं पैशाचं सोंग आणता येत नाही कशालाच, त्याच्यामुळे capital is like the key to all of that. Infrastructure, as has been rightly said, has seen so much of effort in the last so many years, especially the last few years. And we are seeing the benefit of that for all of us today. I'm sure a lot of you have come from Pune. And I mean, no need to, like we now rightly said, it's no longer the missing link, it's now the connecting link. And accordingly, I think there are many more projects which are yet to come. Industry is the base. I mean, I would say that Maharashtra has also been one of the most industrialized states. And that is definitely a great thing to look forward to, along with a great combination as far as services is concerned. I think the whole infra and industry piece today requires energy. And we have seen what is happening in the world today, especially what can suddenly, things which are completely beyond our control can cause some kind of energy shocks. So we need to be able to power our own growth through probably our resources over the longer term. But I think all of this really requires capital. And while India and India generally has been a recipient of good amount of FDI, and Maharashtra again has been the largest recipient of FDI within the Indian basket. So I think we need to keep on making those efforts, and we are really grateful that the entire team of Devendraji, along with very great team members like Kaustubh have been sort of leading that effort. So I think the whole function or the whole purpose behind this kind of a conference is to bring together the key stakeholders, and the stakeholders are actually the leaders who are on the ground doing it. So it is really great to have all the, Kaustubh as well as the fellow panelists as well as the following speakers who will be talking about their vision about how we plan to make this happen. Because why do we say 2035? I mean, 2035 will be the year when Maharashtra completes 75 years of its existence. And I think by then we should be able to do something because of which we are able to contribute to our vision of Vikasit Bharat in 2047. So I think that's really the genesis behind the conference. And thank you all for attending this. And we look forward to an active participation. Thank you.
Thank you, Sushruth ji. We have amidst us our chief mentor, Shri Dilip Karambelkar sir. He wouldn't want to be on stage, definitely, but I'm sure he looks upon all of this as with a sense of pride, because on one end he has heard the speaker, that is Vikram Shankar Narayanan ji, who is the executive director of Vivek PARC Foundation, and he sees on stage seated yet another mentee of his, who is the well-renowned Kiranji Shelar, who we all know as the Sampadak, the editor of Mumbai Tarun Bharat. But in addition to that, we know him जसा एक निर्भीड वक्ता, एक निर्भीड कार्यकर्ता, and somebody who allows this निर्भीडness, if I must say it that way, to seep into the others and make his own mentees also follow that stride, is Shri Kiranji Shelar, who is going to be the next speaker. In addition to being the Sampadak, the editor of Mumbai Tarun Bharat, he is also the founder and director of Vivek PARC Foundation, and all of us are aware that he has very recently has adorned yet another important role as the Vice President of Bharatiya Janata Party in Mumbai. So I request Kiranji Shelar, who has set a lot of benchmarks, not just in his for himself as a person, but for the organizations that he has been with, to set the tone for this particular event. I request Kiranji to please say a few words. Okay.
थँक्यू रुचिताजी. मी मराठीतच बोलेन. व्यासपीठावर उपस्थित भारतीय विचारदर्शनचे अध्यक्ष सुश्रुतजी चितळे, विवेक पार्क फाउंडेशनचे कार्यकारी संचालक विक्रम शंकर नारायणन, समोर आमच्या सगळ्यांच्या समोर उपस्थित असलेले दिलीप करंबेळकर, त्यांना व्यासपीठावर यायचं नाही आहे कारण त्यांनी 60व्या वर्षानंतर ठरवलं होतं की पुढच्या जनरेशननीच हे सगळं केलं पाहिजे, त्यामुळे ते कार्यक्रमाला येतात पण समोर बसून आम्हाला थोड्या ऑड पोझिशनला आणतात. कौस्तुभजी इथे आहेत. मला त्यांचे आभार मानायचे आहेत यासाठी की एका SMS-वर त्यांनी या कार्यक्रमाला येण्यासाठी होकार भरला, बाकी काही विचारलं नाही. त्यांना आम्ही खूप त्रास देतो, तो सगळा ते सहन करतात आणि आमच्या शब्दाला मान ठेवून ते इथे आले. MGX कशासाठी, तर महाराष्ट्राचं खरं पोटेन्शियल आणि महाराष्ट्राचं खरं पोटेन्शियल बाहेर आणण्यासाठी करावे लागणारे भगीरथ प्रयत्न. लोकशाहीत काही गोष्टी वारंवार सांगाव्या लागतात, किंबहुना त्या वारंवार सांगतच राहाव्या लागतात. अन्यथा आजच्या काळात खूप चुकीची मंडळी फेक नॅरेटिव्ह पसरवून त्याच्या माध्यमातून तुमच्या चांगल्या कामाच्या विरोधात काउंटर नॅरेटिव्ह तयार करतात. त्यामुळे कौस्तुभजींसारखा वक्ता ठरवून पहिल्या सेशनला आपण यासाठी आणला की महाराष्ट्रात खऱ्या अर्थाने काय घडतंय आणि भविष्याची जी वाटचाल महाराष्ट्राची आहे ती नेमकी कोणत्या दिशेने चालली आहे हे आपल्याला कळावं. आपण महाराष्ट्राचा वारसा सांगतो, इतिहासाचा सांगतो, भूगोलाचा सांगतो, विकासाचा सांगतो. आपण लाऊडली म्हणत राहतो की महाराष्ट्र हे क्रमांक 1चं राज्य आहे. निश्चितच ते आहे, परंतु ते राज्य क्रमांक 1वर ठेवण्याचा जो संघर्ष आहे तो अत्यंत भीषण आहे. आपल्याला भरपूर स्पर्धा आहेत. निसर्ग आपल्या विरोधात आहे. नैसर्गिक साधन संपत्ती महाराष्ट्राच्या पूर्ण विरोधात आहे. अनेकांना हे माहीत नाही, पण आपल्या सगळ्या नद्या, महाराष्ट्रात उगम पावणाऱ्या सगळ्या नद्या महाराष्ट्राच्या बाहेर जाऊन खूप मोठ्या होतात, विशाल होतात आणि त्या राज्यांना कृषीच्या सेक्टरमध्ये असेल किंवा अन्य कुठल्याही सेक्टरमध्ये त्याचा लाभ देतात. धातूच्या खाणी किंवा खनिज ही महाराष्ट्रात खूप मोठ्या प्रमाणावर आपल्याकडे मायनिंगच्या विरोधात बुंबाबुंब खूप होते, पण अन्य राज्यांच्या तुलनेत आपल्याकडे तितकी महत्त्वाची खनिज सापडत नाहीत. जेव्हा आपण ॲग्रिकल्चरचा विचार करतो तेव्हा मध्य प्रदेश असेल, हरियाणा असेल, पंजाब असेल, या तुलनेत आपल्याकडे भौगोलिक आणि सर्व प्रकारच्या निसर्गाची इतकी विविधता आहे की अर्थकारणावर जेव्हा या सगळ्या गोष्टी मेल्टडाऊन होतात त्यावेळेस त्याचे सगळे मॅक्सिमम रिझल्ट्स काढणं हे अतिशय अवघड असतं. मी कौस्तुभजींच्या उपस्थितीत या सगळ्या विषयावर बोलतोय, पण मी चॅलेंजेस सांगण्याचा प्रयत्न करतोय हे आपल्या सगळ्यांना समजण्यासाठी की उद्योग येणं, तो टिकणं, त्याला अनुकूल असलेलं वातावरण महाराष्ट्रात कायम राहणं, हे सगळं खरोखरच महाराष्ट्राच्यासाठी चॅलेंजिंग आहे. आणि आपल्या सगळ्यांचे लाडके मुख्यमंत्री देवेंद्रजी फडणवीस, ज्यांना आपण देवाभाऊ म्हणतो, त्यांच्यासमोर किती चॅलेंजेस आहेत याची एक प्रचिती आपल्या सगळ्यांना यावी म्हणून मी हे छोटंसं निवेदन केलं. कौस्तुभजी खूप जुने मित्र आहेत. देवेंद्रजी किती वेळ काम करतात हे जर आपण त्यांचं इंस्टाग्रामचं प्रोफाईल कधी पाहिलं तर लक्षात येईल. तर तो साधारण 14, 15, 16 तासाचा त्यांचा दिवसभराचा टेन्युअर असतो. ज्यांना ते रात्री मेसेज रिप्लाय करतात त्यांनाही माहिती आहे की ते 2 वाजता सुद्धा रात्री मेसेज रिप्लाय करतात. सांगायचं तात्पर्य हे की त्यांच्यासोबत जे काम करतात त्यांना त्यांच्या 2 तास आधी आणि त्यांच्या 2 तास नंतर सुद्धा काम करावं लागतं. सो कौस्तुभ जी इज हिअर. मी आपल्या सगळ्यांचे आभार मानतो, कौस्तुभजींचेही मानतो. विवेक पार्क फाउंडेशनच्या टीमने, मुंबई तरुण भारतच्या टीमने आजचा हा कार्यक्रम यशस्वी व्हावा, हा कार्यक्रम खरोखरच पुढच्या दिशेने घेऊन जाता यावा, यासाठी काही स्पेसिफिक लोक या कार्यक्रमासाठी उपस्थित राहावे, यातून काही टेकअवे व्हावा. हा कार्यक्रमासाठी कार्यक्रम आहे आणि एका 5 स्टार हॉटेलमधला इव्हेंट होऊ नये, केवळ मीडियाच्या ग्लॅमरपुरता तो मर्यादित राहू नये, पण त्याचा काही टेकअवे असावा. यासाठी विवेक पार्क फाउंडेशनच्या टीमने खूप प्रयत्न केले आहेत. एक व्हाईट पेपर सुद्धा प्रकाशित होईल. अशा प्रकारे व्हाईट पेपर प्रकाशित करणारी ही पहिली संस्था आहे आणि हा पहिला माध्यम समूह आहे. जसं सुश्रुतजी म्हणाले की आम्ही लैंगिकता प्रमोट करत नाही, आम्ही क्रिमिनल एलिमेंट्स प्रमोट करत नाही, आम्ही अँटी सोशल, अँटी नॅशनल एलिमेंट्सचं प्रमोशन करत नाही. मग गमतीने आम्हाला लोक विचारतात, मग मीडिया म्हणून तुम्ही काय करता? तर आम्ही हे करतो. त्यामुळे आपल्या सगळ्यांचं मी आभार व्यक्त करतो, अभिनंदन करतो. धन्यवाद. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र.
Thank you, Kiran ji, for putting this in perspective. हम कहते हैं जब दृष्टि दूरदर्शी हो, नीति सशक्त हो और हेतु स्वच्छ हो, नेतृत्व प्रेरणादायी हो, तब विकास केवल संभावना नहीं, एक वास्तविकता बनती है. And that is what we see in Kaustubh ji Dhavse, because there is a vision that the person who is in front, who leads, sets. But to put it into action requires strong men like Kaustubh Dhavse ji. And it is our great fortune that we have Sir's presence here today. I am sure all of us know him and want to know more about him, which you are wondering, why am I not introducing Kaustubh ji Dhavse formally, which I will do very shortly. But before we speak with him, speak about him, I kindly request he be felicitated by Supriya ji Badwe, who is the executive director of Belrise Industries, a woman in her own right, a leader in her own right. Please come to the stage, Supriya ji. So she is also the recipient of several awards for leadership among women, for taking up work as in the manufacturing sector alongside her other team at Belrise Industries, and very recently they have also launched their IPO. I am not promoting any organization, but I cannot but not say some important things, because Dhavse ji and Supriya ji, along with so many other dignitaries on the stage, is something that we don't get to see very often. And I'm grateful to Supriya Tai for having felicitated Kaustubh ji. So to put So while the felicitation is happening, I would like to say a few more words about Kaustubh ji, because all of us are aware that Kaustubh ji is the... Please, I kindly request that while we move on to the next part, which is the opening of the white paper, I request all the dignitaries to please be on stage, but I want to call a few more people on stage. Those who have been instrumental in putting together the white paper of MGX 2035. So I call upon stage Mugdha Mahabad, who is the head of the Maharashtra division, who has been instrumental in putting this entire event together largely. Please come on the stage quickly. Next, Amarja Kulkarni, who heads the Environment and Sustainability Division at Vivek Park Foundation. Ms. Niketa Sharma, head Trade and Development. Mr. Neeraj Deshraj, head Political Economy. We have a larger team that worked for this, and you will see some of them as we move ahead. But I request all those present on the dais here to kindly release the white paper. And the publication of this white paper by all the dignitaries is officially done. The soft copy of this is available as a scan code, which the teams will help you with. And I'm sure you want to know more about it, and we will make sure that happens in the next session.